In today's video, you'll learn how to make magnetic bookmarks with your Cricut machine. Magnetic bookmarks can be a gift, future product for your craft business, or a project just to make for yourself if you're a book lover. All of the supplies will be linked in the video description, but let's get straight into the tutorial. The first step is grabbing your design. You can either create it yourself, like in an app called Procreate, and digitally draw the design, or purchase and download an SVG. Now, I have Creative Fabrica's All Access subscription, so I can download any and all SVGs as much as I want. Sorry, I have to plug them because they're that good. Anyway, once you get your design, you will upload the design into Cricut Design Space and adjust the size. Most magnetic bookmarks are anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches depending on the design. Once you adjust the size, you can move on to the next step, which is adding the offset and the back of the magnetic bookmark. Magnetic bookmarks are easier to use with an offset or background layer. You don't necessarily have to do this, but that's what I do and most other bookmark sellers. And magnetic bookmarks must have two sides so the magnets can connect. You can do all of this in Design Space in just a few simple steps. Add the offset layer by clicking the offset button. This is on the top toolbar, and you will adjust the size. I like mine to be 0.111. Angel numbers, ironically, but this is a perfect in-between size of not being too big or too small. Again, you may have to adjust it depending on your specific design. But once you like it, hit apply and then change the background color to whatever color you prefer. I usually will do white, but you can choose any color. I repeated the same step for the other two bookmarks, except for the second one, it was easier for me to actually add a shape as the offset. Just make sure to move that shape to the back and then change the color. And you can group it to make it easier. We will flatten everything at the end, but I like to group it. Okay, so now for the fun part, creating the back. But pay attention because you can easily mess this part up. The first step is to duplicate the bookmark. The bookmark has to open and close, like I said earlier, which means that the back has to be even and align with the front. To show you what not to do, first, I flipped the second image horizontally, then flipped it vertically. Now you can see that the text is readable. However, when you close this bookmark, notice how the flowers won't line up. There's two on the front of the bookmark on the left-hand side, and then on the back, the two flowers are on the right, which shows that they don't line up at all. But flipping the image horizontally and then vertically will work if the design is symmetrical. In this case, that method will work for the other two bookmark designs, but not this one. So, what do you do if the design is not symmetrical? You can only flip the image vertically. But now, you'll run into another problem. The text is backwards. You can't read it. If you had another program, you'd most likely be able to fix this, but since we're in Cricut Design Space, our only choice is to remove the actual image and instead keep the offset layer. So unfortunately, non-symmetrical designs cannot be double-sided. I left the instructions on screen so you can better understand and screenshot if need be. If we move on to the next two designs, the steps are to first flip horizontally, then flip it vertically. So I'll do that for the next two. See how everything lines up? You can read the text. This is exactly what we want to set us up for the next step, which is to add the connector. This allows the bookmark to be one whole piece and connect on both sides. You will grab a rectangle shape and adjust the size to 0.5 inches width by 1 inches height. This is the typical size for most magnetic bookmark connectors. You may have to adjust the height though, depending on the design. Then you'll drag it to the middle so it completely connects both of the front and back together. I like to center them all layers horizontally so I know that it's even. With this design though, it is a little uneven and not symmetrical, so I moved it over just a bit. Then repeat the same steps for the connectors and the other two bookmarks. The very last step, probably the most important step, is to highlight all of the layers of each bookmark, the front, the back, and the connector. Make sure everything is aligned, the size is perfect, and flatten it. This will let the Cricut know that it is a print then cut project and will only cut the outline, which is exactly what we need. I duplicated and rotated the other designs to make more room and not waste any paper. We can move on to the next step, printing then cutting the magnetic bookmarks. You'll undergo the same steps for any print then cut project, but I like to add the bleed on magnetic bookmarks for a more accurate cut. But these are the supplies you'll need to make magnetic bookmarks. They are a printer, photo paper, your Cricut machine, the standard grip mat, and magnets. The Cricut will print the bookmarks. I love that the Cricut updated their print then cut recently, so now you can see where the top is, and if you are unsure where it is, it's where the arrows are. You'll place the sheet onto the Cricut mat, again with those arrows facing the top. I like to use my brayer tool to ensure that it is stuck onto the mat. Then the Cricut will scan and cut the stickers. And also, if you need more help calibrating, I have a tutorial for you to watch here. When the Cricut is finished, carefully remove it from the mat. Depending on the weight of your photo paper, you'll want to go slow and apply pressure onto the paper as you pull with your other hand. The paper can rip if you go too fast, so please be careful. I've made this mistake a handful of times. Okay, so now that we have all of our beautiful designs ready, we can add the magnets. The ones I specifically used are linked in the video description, but I like these the best because the adhesive is extremely durable and it is strong. I like to connect the magnets first because you'll want to hear that click sound. That's how you know the magnets will align with each other because, you know, science. But I pick it up from the sheet of paper and place it on the inside of the bookmark. I don't like to go too far down or else you'll see the magnet. I like to place it a little bit below the middle. Apply pressure so it's adhered to the photo paper, and you'll know you did it right when you hear that click. And that is how simple it is to make magnetic bookmarks with your Cricut. Again, all of the materials used in today's tutorial will be linked in the video description, but now I'm curious. Have you tried making magnetic bookmarks with your Cricut? Share in the comments if you have, or if you will try this Cricut project yourself. Thank you as always for watching my Cricut tutorials. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Happy crafting, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!